Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, BAYBEEE. I just want to give a special thank you to everybody who, I've been noticing a lot of comments under people's comments offering support and prayers. And I can't tell you how much that moves me when I see fellow High Priestesses, strangers on the internet, offering one another support and encouragement, and it's just beautiful. So thank you to those who are doing that. Thank you to those who are being witnessed and receiving that. You're beautiful. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines. Wow. Highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. You got from the Priestess of the Light Oracle. Opening heart. Deep connections and water blessings. Doesn't she kind of look like a mermaid? Card number 11, which is Master Manifester. And this is about the heart chakra, which is funny because that's what I was just thanking you guys for using here, you know? Opening heart, water blessings. So this indicates that the more heart healing you do and the dissolution of any blocks in giving or receiving vulnerably that you offer yourself, you're going to receive water blessings. Water blessings is twofold. Water blessings, it's purity, it's purifying. But with purification comes amplification of clear seeing, of intuitive gifts. It also is a blessing in the emotional front. Water is cup, and cup is emotion and intuition. So the more you allow yourself to operate in this particular frequency, water blessings, 11, Master Manifester, the more joy, fulfillment, happiness, bliss, opportunities for authentic, organic gratitude are going to wash over you. This is beautiful. Oh my God, and the bottom, geez Louise. Oh, Miss Jupiter's going crazy now. The bottom of the deck is Shamanic Journey, Purpose, Attunement, and Vision Quest. I'm keeping this one. We're going to keep it on the table though. Purpose, we get that as like the direction. What are we being called to do? And it's okay if you have, it's natural to have multiple callings, High Priestess. So sometimes we're called to heal, and then other times we could be called to create something from that healing. You can experience multiple callings simultaneously in life. So if you're in an energy of, I'm consciously choosing to heal, and like finding purpose or recalibrating my purpose, there's a release around the thinking energy and an invitation to flow. Let the purpose and the callings come to you. That's what being attuned is. When you're attuned, you're in alignment with the frequency of receiving. And receiving is like receiving the downloads, receiving the calibration of the vibration of being a healer. Healer meaning you heal you first. We don't heal anyone. And we're not here to tell anyone how to be, how to live. But through your own example, that's essentially the seed that you plant in others as a healer, especially those of you on a shamanic path. And vision quest means, to me, vision is third eye. So as you heal this heart, which is, it's an onion, right? There's layers to the healing. Whatever this current healing of the heart is, there's going to be clarity around this like next step in your journey. Even if you're not actively pursuing a shamanic initiation, this is just putting you on the path into the vibration of being able to clearly see what's next for you. Card number 23 breaks down to 5, and 5 is the Hierophant. That's so funny. And the Hierophant is the shaman, the teacher, the guide, the mystic. It also signifies change. So this current heart healing that you're moving through is literally going to be putting you on the path exactly where you need to go. that feels best for you. The full moon in the background also represents a culmination of energy. It's like graduation energy, like you did it. Celebrate the light, the purity. All this white also represents a rebirth or a restart or a new beginning. Kind of like the white rose we see in the hand of the Fool card, which signifies the rebirth, the very beginning, right? All right, let's see what energies are coming out in tarot. Pisces, can you smash that love button if you haven't already and this is resonating? You got the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups in your pre-shuffle. Those two cards came out from this deck, the Modern Witch. And to me, that Water Blessings is giving Ace of Cups energy. Spirit, clarify the opening of the heart, deep connections, water blessings. It's through your interpersonal relationships. Wow. 9 of Pentacles. Give me 2 more here. Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. And the Sun. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. And the Sun. These cards are a little wide for my paws. 9 of Pentacles is someone who has established something independently. Queen of Swords. Look at this body language in the artwork. She's defending what she's grown. She's defending what she was led to build. She's defending, it looks like what she's still cultivating over here. The carrots in her hand represent clear seeing. The bird on top of her crown chakra represents the guidance that she received in how to plant, nurture, tend to this garden of wealth. She has enough for herself as well as for others. There's also there may be for some of you an opportunity here as your heart heals to build with or grow with, collaborate with others. This opening of the heart is actually like, it's tied to the transformation that you have moved through or you are moving through when it comes to boundaries. And boundaries informs others how to love you best, not how to close off. It's actually boundaries. Maybe this is like the new journey in boundaries, is how can I open my heart to clearly express this is the way in. See her left hand in the Queen of Swords? Her left hand it's inviting. And the Sun is happiness, wish fulfillment. There is some kind of, there's a wish, a manifestation. There's something coming in. Look, her left hand is out too. Pisces, I really feel like there's something, this like resonates with me too. There's like the body language looks like an invitation. An invitation around like something you have nurtured, something you've grown on your own. This could even be like a creative aspect of self, or 9 of Pentacles is like the independent stability one has built and acquired for themselves. So house, home, career, financial stability, any kind of like, I had to build this. Maybe even from scratch, right? There's some kind of invitation here. And the Sun is like how the sun comes in. There's light and there's clarity. There's enlightenment here. And this is inner child healing as well. So some of you may be moving through an energy of, I'm finally at a place now where I can speak vulnerably from my heart that maybe doesn't decapitate others, that actually shows them the light, the way in. And perhaps this was a part of inner child healing that had, the timing had to be right here. But because you are in this, there's some specific wish fulfillment that's going to be associated with this. Can I get something on the wish fulfillment here for Pisces? Look at that. 5 of Wands and the Hierophant. 2 5s is positive change. 555 is big life change. 5 of Wands is training. The Hierophant is the teacher. So this is like the lessons, the teacher. And 2 5s make a 10, and that's a completion. What the hell, man? In a good way. This is like, there's something unlocking in the heart space that it looks like, it looks like through challenging situations with expression of self, communicating boundaries, or even like implementing discipline with self. It's through challenge that you're ascending into mastery. And this mastery softens, which is wild. It's like the hard part didn't harden you. The hard part softened you. Can I get one on the wish fulfillment? Wow. Smash the love button for the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning here. Sun could be birth energy. There's a new beginning. Opening heart, water blessings. And you got 2 fires clarifying the water blessings. There's a stillness in the river. Funny. There's a stillness in the river at the bottom of the Ace of Wands. The stillness just signifies like, I have found peace in the flow. I have found peace in the flow. And as I say, stillness, Miss Neptune joins us. The water in the background of the 2 of Swords is still waters run deep. So this water blessing, this wish, this manifestation, it's going to ignite inspiration for you. There could be an offer coming in because you do something or have done something, like an invitation or like an opening, like vulnerable sharing, something like that, where it's, I'm showing my softness, but with clarity. It's not showing my softness to be taken advantage of. I'm showing my softness and my vulnerability because I learned that it's safe for me to do this because I have the power and the grit as well as divinity on my side. 2 of Swords is like, wow, with the Empress underneath, that's wild. So you don't see either this offer coming, this gift coming, further enlightenment around relationships that are going to be much more nurturing, maternal, and like giving. There's the Empress receives, the Sun gives. The Ace of Wands is something you receive. So it's through your invitation, through your vulnerable expression of self, specifically in something you're building, a platform, an idea, a business, a home. It's something you're doing. Doesn't mean other people can't be around it, but like it's something you're spearheading, we'll say. And this water blessing manifestation, it allows for inspiration around relationships and how to allow self to be nurtured while also operating in the attuned frequency of creation, love, unconditional love, self-honoring. There's an integration of the 12 zodiac archetypes in this energy. So I think that's a reference to that 5 of Wands of you had to move through or meet all 12 archetypes in self, but they probably presented on the outside. You probably had to meet that archetype through meeting people. And it is in that 5 of Wands, meeting the people in those 12 archetypes, both the light and the shadow, that you are able to move through the challenges of what expression of boundaries, expression of needs, expression of limits looks and feels like, and probably also the muting of that. I'm going to say like there was probably instances of muted, like I did not express it, I did not peep it, I did not say it. And that also serves as part of that 5 of Wands, the training. It's in our failures, in our skinned knees, in our challenges of like, I should have said this thing, I knew I saw it when I saw it. It's in that we extract wisdom as well, not just in the successes. I feel like we learn more from falling off the bike, you know? And now that reckoning of seeing that those archetypes in the light and shadow outside of you, which always reflects something inside of us, is allowing for some kind of surprise balance, inspiration, new way of being in relationships, but could also be something tangible, could be wealth, could be familial related, that you're going to receive in the 3D Taurus energy here. Or this could be, again, Venus is like loving energy associated with the Empress. Now, where the water is still in the river in the Ace of Wands, and the water is still in the Two of Swords, the river is a waterfall in the Empress card. So if anything has been stuck, stagnant, not moving, maybe as fast as you'd like it to, this new way of opening your heart is going to waterfall or ignite a new flow of seeing, of light, of emotional fulfillment, of receiving. This is really nice. Tell me about this shamanic journey, purpose attunement, vision quest. Ooh. Wow. Emperor. Wow. Emperor, Ten of Swords, Judgment. Hold on, because this Ten of Swords is a little different for my Tarot Academy students. This Ten of Swords is, look at what it says at the bottom. Everything's fine. And she's got these 10 swords and she's doom scrolling. Your feminine energy, the vulnerability of your divine feminine, the Empress, allows for the vibration of direction from your Emperor energy to come in, offering the structure of the next steps. Maybe even the Aries leadership initiation energy, which is wild because on Saturday, what happens on Saturday? The North Node moves from Aries to Pisces. Is that right? So this is like right on time before the buzzer. This is kind of giving like that heart chakra, as loving and empathetic as you've always been. It's an onion, so there's always layers, right? There is or was a layer that hadn't been tapped into and was just kind of functioning with scar tissue. Shout out Red Hot Chili Peppers. But for real, operating with scar tissue. This first thing that you do, this first like conversation, invitation, vulnerable expression of like, I want to show you this thing that I made, or like, this is really important to me. Can we have this conversation? Something that I think seems day-to-day mundane is not. It's a portal that signifies to your soul or your spirit team that you're ready to literally unlock a level of healing that for a while has been, it's hardened. It's just been like kind of, this is giving like waiting energy, waiting to be given new life, waiting to be seen, waiting to be poured into. But this vibration had to come first for the doing, the healing. And it's going to lead you somewhere. Can I get one on the Emperor? And then we'll go into the leading. One on the Emperor. For some people here, this is like from the healing of the maternal wounds. There's been a significant shift. And now there's like a readiness to explore the healing of the masculine wounds or paternal wounds. The Emperor is being clarified by the King of Swords and the Chariot. That's so interesting because you have two mirrored counterpart energy. And this is success. The King of Swords is the visionary, which is funny because this says vision quest. Your masculine energy is going to be able to take you. It's like the masculine energy here will be able to drive forward the next steps, analyses, processes that will need to be put in place in order for the vision quest to move forward. So if we look at this masculine side as, all right, now I see this thing. I know that I can implement a structure, a routine, rituals, plan a trip, right? Shamanic journey, a healing experience, or a new process of speaking, being, leading, that really taps into Cancerian energy, which is still maternal energy. So even though there's a lot of masculine depicted energy on the side, this Chariot is the infiltration of the maternal. This is really like us mothering self and fathering self successfully. Emperor, stability, security, and safety. In the sword, there's something about your swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, King of Swords, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. That is the Four of Swords. That is like healing by choice. That's healing through personal practice every day. 5-10-minute meditations, journaling, self-validating. To break out each of these swords. Can I get one more on the King? Or let me ask it like this. What's the significance of the King? That was 3 of Pentacles. Wow. King of Pentacles. Mastery of your 3D energy. Body, health, home, finances, career. Where the feminine is ethereal, the masculine is material. So your vibrational healing, your emotional healing is moving you onto a path where there's going to be, it looks like, more focus and calls on the healing and tending to things in your 3D world. And what that means is facing each of these swords with this power, knowing, okay, every time I move forward in these steps towards nurturing my financial relationship, my relationship with my home, my relationship with my body, my relationship with the 3D reality I live in, I will be faced with one sword at a time. And each of these swords will be removed because you have the vulnerable vibration that's guiding that and the practicality and strategy, which just means how to do that. Let's do this. With this combination of the ethereal and the material, what's this going to look like for Pisces? Pisces, can you kiss that little like button for me? Wow, 2 of Cups. What's this going to look like? Wow, Ace of Swords. And that's a quill. Baby. For the writers, for the speakers, there's a story coming from this. Writing your story, sharing your story. Ace of Swords is also clarity. It's next steps. The sword. I said there's something with his sword, right? I don't do reversals in this deck. That's the Ace of Wands. There's going to be a sacral or creative eruption around like the pen, the word, the throat chakra. It's funny that your sacral is igniting a new way of inviting, communicating, expressing. Let's do this because I want one more. Death is card number 13, which also breaks down to that 4. This is you healing. These are the 3 lower chakras. Solar plexus, sacral, and root are having a moment. So if you've been, we bop in and out of the chakra healing, but this is specifically your heart vibration is allowing for the lower chakras, the material chakras, the human chakras, to be, this is like a little gruesome, but to be gutted in order for a rebirth to happen, specifically this season. This is a winter scene. One more. So it's like you could be telling the story of this. Wow, and the Fool. Wow. So you could be telling the story of this. Death and rebirth. The opening of the heart, and how that opening of the heart led you to a shamanic journey of healing that's resulting in a change in your 3D reality, how you boss up in life, how you move through and navigate 3D experiences, your relationship with, again, finances, body, career, others around you. And there's a newness here from Death to the Fool. It's newness, and the rainbow represents the all-encompassing colors, is the recalibration of all the chakras. Now they're aligned. Or all-encompassing colors is I've now integrated all of the archetypes that were reflected back to me into myself. I've accepted the shadow. I've integrated into the light. And now I'm allowing a new path forward that's not clear. There's fog here, but I'm going to follow the light. The light is essentially what lights you up, what excites you, what energizes you. Maybe making heart-led decisions is not as natural and routine as it's about to be for you. The lower chakras will block that heart-led, spirit-led decision-making. But that looks like there's a transition here. Whoa, with the Emperor at the bottom. This shift from the heart space, there's a shift in how you view your interactivity with the material world. Wow, back to that Nine of Pentacles. You're having a shift in how you move through the material world. It's like an old way wasn't serving, it was only hurting. Let me get into that. Can I get one on the shift in the interactivity? How we're moving through the material world. This is kind of like, hey, you healed the big thing that we needed you to heal. You're healing it. And as you move through that transition, you're going to actually move through this world in a completely different way than you used to. Some of you are recognizing that this is a video game, or you're treating it more like a video game versus the heaviness and weight on your shoulders, your traps, your neck area of the constant fear of, if something bad happens, will this be a catastrophe for me? There's some deep-seated fear that was resulting in weight on you. So maybe weight means like physical, like the feeling of the burden, or physical weight, or putting you in a waiting period, stagnancy. And what's happening now is relief, which is the Empress card. And these are alchemical symbols. And good fortune, which was one of our 2025 overview cards. This is a nod to the High Priestess. 3 drops of water, the water blessings. And this is card number 13, which is death. 1313 is 4/4, which is Master Healer. The new way that you will interact with the material world is going to allow you to feel less scared. It's going to allow you to feel more fluid. It will allow you to look at life as this is an opportunity to play as a soul here, versus the weight of the pressure, the weight of the trauma, the weight of the limitations you maybe spent the majority of life living. And in that fluidity of the frequency of that open heart and relief, just simply allowing oneself to be and accept and play with the recognition that nothing bad that happens is permanent, and I can transmute anything that comes my way, automatically aligns you with the frequency and attunement of fortune, whatever fortune means for you. So some of you, this is specifically spiritual in nature, healing in nature, shamanic initiation, leveling up, especially if you're moving through bodily changes and self-healing in a holistic way. That is the shaman's journey. You're going to experience a multitude of tapping into the spirit world in a level that's a little bit easier. not just easier, it's all the time. There's no for those of you who identify with that journey, oh my God, my eyes, hold on. For those of you who identify with that journey, there's not going to be an on and off switch anymore where you're like, I have to tap into the meditation in order to connect with the spirit world, to communicate with the divine, to access my higher self. There's not going to be a disconnect from 3D living and spiritual connectivity. It's going to be an integrated experience throughout your day. For any of you who follow Michael Beckwith, he's the founder of, I think it's Agape. It's a church or spiritual healing institution. He speaks of this as the final stage. Foofy woofy. He's connected to arrhythmia too. For others of you who this isn't as shamanic in the formal sense, this is you as a spiritual being coming into your reckoning of like, oh my God, the more that I heal and clear, the more I recognize my soul's influence and my soul's direction as a navigation system in my 3D life. And when I allow that directional system to drive me, the masculine side of my life, which is the strategy, the thinking, the results on the outside, actually begin to benefit and more things start to heal. I experience relief and trust in the alchemical process of my own intuitive healing, High Priestess healing. And when I do that, I experience new opportunities, sudden bursts of inspiration and motivation to close out the old ways, especially emotionally, that are no longer serving, and stepping into that identity shift energy that we talked about a few weeks ago, making new decisions from a place of who am I becoming? And it is in the becoming process that you feel lighter and that you experience opportunities that come your way that lead to health improvements, lucrative abundance, career transitions with ease. That is it. Smash the love button with divinity at the bottom. My God, that's the judgment card. This is for this reading, this divinity star is the top star. It is like you have arrived. This is the wish fulfillment. And now everything is going to change. What you once knew as reality is no longer the reality you are in. This new reality is an interactive experience of allowing the humanness to simply be the vessel and allowing spirit, the stars, your intuition to be the driving force. And it's in this process that 3D materiality are going to show up for you in beneficial ways versus the old way of there's something here for some people where 3D resources and 3D experiences were actually causing harm or causing stress, which was like perpetuating a disappointing manifestation in the 3D aspect of your life. And that is a transition here. Pisces, I hope that was English. Oh, fly baby fly. That's the sun card. Pisces, this was a reading. I love this one. You're on the path, babe. And if you're like, I'm watching this and I don't feel like I'm on the path, maybe this is them inviting you. That heart first. Congratulations, Pisces. Let those calls drive you. And hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Releasing through the mouth. And affirm it, Pisces. I am divinity. Yes, you are, babe. I'll see you later.